Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an 212A, the Soviet Tier 9 SPG, and we're on the west spawn of Airfield, and it's being commanded by Ramakus. Now, we've seen replays with his before. I'm looking forward to this one to see exactly how he gets on, because this replay is from an earlier update. It's from a 9.20 update, so it's from a little while ago. Right, it looks like he's got the 203mm howitzer there, and he's starting to look for targets, and he's looking in heavy alley to start with. Right, T10s just went by, missed the opportunity to get that T10, Tier 9 Soviet heavy. But I'm sure he's going to turn around and pop his head back down again. Oh, I'm not sure that was a well-spent shot, that one, because it looks to me like he could have held on to it. He would have had a chance at the IS-6 and the T-10 at the same time. Enemy Arty is firing in at the WC 111. And that Wizzy's receiving fire from on Temple Mount, I think. It's from the Panther 88. Well, Ramakus is loaded, and it looks like he's going to go for the IS-3. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, that shell hit the top of the rock. He didn't have a full reticule, which meant obviously there was a good chance the shell wasn't going to reach the target. You need to consider that when you're shooting over a rock face like that. Unless you're fully dialed in, chances are the shell won't reach the target. No, I think there's a Panther 88 up on Temple Mount with square G6, and he's taking shots every now and then at the alley, and he's putting rounds into that WC 111, and I think he's taken most of his health. But there's a Scorpion G over on the other side of the airstrip, and Ramakus can put a round into him, round out, and that hit target. Oh, and he was taken out immediately afterwards. He was killed by the WC 111. Got some revenge on him. Okay, IS-6 making a run around the corner. This is going to be awkward because I'm not sure Ramakus is going to be reloaded in time. But I think he may be able to get it now. He didn't rush around. If he'd rushed around the corner, he could have taken care of the WC 111 and then moved on. Round out on the IS-6. Direct hit. 364 and 2 critical hits there. Meanwhile, the Wizard 111 is having fun with an ISU 152. Well, Ramakus could take him out. And that IS-3 is taking a bit of damage as well. And it looks like that T-10 had his turret blown off. Oh, he fired a round at the IS... Oh my god! He's got a Bombardier! He fired a round at the IS-3. He set fire to it. He blew up the ISU 152 with a splash. But the IS-3 then burned to death. So he actually got 2 kills from one shot. That counts as a Bombardier. They didn't die at the same time. They actually died apart, but the fact is that it was the same shell that caused both tanks to die. And there's that Panther 88 I mentioned earlier, shooting across the gap. And that shell went right over the top of him. I don't think that target's there anymore. I think the AT-15's moved. Oh, 106 hit points there on the T-95, and I think that was from a splash. And the T-95's gone down. They've got a 3-tank advantage. Let's see if they can press this. That Panther 88 is still there somewhere. There he is. And the Batchat 25-ton goes down. Now, can he get this Panther? And he does this time. 418 hit points, 2 critical hits. The Scorpion's going in and finishes the Panther 88. But we've still got to deal with that AT-15. And there's a T-49 off to the right. And he's dialing in on the AT-15. He can go for it this time. Everybody's focusing on the T-49. Oh, the AT-15's gone down. So there's a Rheinmetall Borsig up here on top. And there's also an Arty that we haven't seen yet. Right, it's indicating where he's looking to the rest of the team. Okay, there's a T-49. He's over the Temple Mount. He's making his way down. He's trying to run for it. It's not going to help him. There are too many tanks around him. Whichever way he turns, he's going to be facing an enemy gun. And he's been taken out. There's the Borsig. Rounds out. And it splashes him for 490 hit points. 2 critical hits. Only 2 tanks remaining on the enemy team. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger and an M53 M55 that we've not seen yet. Okay, there's the M53 and there's the Borsig. Lining up the shot on the Borsig. Rounds out. Oh, beautiful! 205 hit points. It was a splash, but it did the job. And it just leaves the M53-55. And they're all focusing on that Arty now. He's coming into the cap. Oh, that's an ammo rack. And the battle is over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a first-class tanker for Ramakus in the 212A. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14. And he got an arsonist because he actually set fire to the IS-3, which then blew up after the fire caught hold. And because the IS-3 and the ISU-152 both died from the same shell, he got a Bombardier. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he didn't come top on damage. He was beaten by the Type 61, but he did get second place with 2,785 hit points. But he did get joint top position with the AMX Canon d'Assault with 3 kills, and he got top place with 1085 base XP. So let's have a look at the detail. Well, he fired 10 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations and 5 splash. damage of 2,785 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 7 of the enemy, but only killed 3 of them. He also did stun assistance damage of 1,791 hit points off 6 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 46,017 credits. And after ammunition resupply, which was a lot, I think he was using premium rounds most of the battle, he's actually left with a deficit of 27,893 credits. He received 1,628 base XP on a premium, times 3, and he also had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time. So he actually ended up with 6,512 XP in total. So that's a pretty good total overall. But what was interesting was that kill on the IS-3 and the ISU-152, because you don't often see 2 tanks taken out as a Bombardier, but they actually die at separate times. And the reason is that most Bombardiers kill the tanks outright on the same shot, the same explosion. But this one set a fire, and that fire burned until the tank was disposed of. So well done, Ramakus. That was an interesting kill. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.